What's coming? From one Hall of Famer beefcake to another, the Hart Foundation. Right? We're going to talk about WrestleMania 7, the Nasty Boys versus the Hart Foundation. Right? Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan calling that match.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And I was doing a great job at it, too. It was no drag team at all.
I always have to carry you, though, bro. IRS is out here.
You leave them alone.
Get him over here.
You leave them alone.
Get the right to censor.
Those guys are legit. I know those guys. Those guys are legit.
Get over here.
When you talk about heat,
No, those guys are legit. You leave those guys alone.
the right to censor. The right to censor.
Boo, look at that.
Come
The
on
right
in.
to censor.
You come on in. You come on in. Yeah, you come on in right now.
Yes.
You come on in.
Guy who attacked my heart.
This is bullshit. I like that. The guy who attacked my heart.
That's right. That's right. The right to censor. We are fans. We are fans.
They're not worthy.
They're
They're
not
not
worthy.
worthy. They're not worthy. None of them.
Where's Molly? No scantly No, I can't agree with this.
Where's Molly? We like the boobies, though.
Yeah, what about boobs?
No boobs.
Can we say boobs? Can we say boobs?
Yo, what y'all think about the guy?
Are they censoring us now?
Whoa, we can't be censored
This
now.
is the official No Nice Things tailgate. So,
There are no nice things
Yo,
here.
take out the candlestick.
Take out the candlestick.
bro. Take out the candlestick.
are we about to get the party started? Is this what's happening right now? Is this what's happening right now? Yo, fellas, No Nice Things. Come over here, fellas.
Let's get one of you guys over here.
That's right. Where you coming from, fellas?
We are from the right to censor.
From parts unknown.
Parts unknown?
I'm gonna be
They're
here
from
for
Newark. They're from Newark. I know it.
Yo, y'all saw the Hall of Fame yesterday, I assume, yeah?
Yes.
How'd you feel about that?
We feel it's a crime that the right to censor was not inducted this year.
Yes! We got DX, though.
Show up next year and get the right to censor in where they rightfully belong. That's all.
How do you feel about DX? DX just got inducted, though.
Shame on the fans, shame on the WWE, and shame on DX for accepting.
I got 2 words for you. Get out. Get out.
Fellas, grab some beer, have some No Nice Things.
Go grab
That's
some
all.
beer.
No Nice Things tailgate, ladies and
party,
gentlemen. Check it out over here last. And the Hardy Boys making a return.
Return. Yo, I still get goosebumps.
You get boobs.
You get boobs.
You get boobs.
He does get boobs.
You
So do I.
fucked up.
So do I.
You fucked up. You fucked up. That's why we can't have No Nice Things.
Not one nice thing.
You fucked up.
Actually, fucked up.
Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Double shows or no CM Punk, new Twitch agreements, Stone Cold on Cody Rhodes, and why do the pillars suck? Mike, all this and more in the room where it happens. But first, we gonna tell you remotely what the hell to do.
Follow us on all social media platforms at HPC Bad Guys on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere. And then you can also follow us on YouTube, Twitch, and all the good stuff. We out here, man.
What? Hey, we out here.
Yo.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Mischief.
Yo, thanks for hanging out with Wrestling's Entertainment Champions.
That's us.
What a week
That's us.
of madness.
He's
We're
all
going to
about
talk
us.
about that.
Woo. It's
What's
hot.
that?
It's
It's
hot.
hot? It's
The
hot?
weather's hot out here in the East Coast this week. Wrestling was hotter. I don't know, man. I'm ready. And it was so hot we had to go remote.
So hot. Did you see what just transpired on Dynamite? We got the unholy alliance between the Spanish God and the devil himself.
Sold his soul.
Yeah, that's what I did. The unholy alliance between the Spanish God and the devil himself. I said it one more time in
it's
case
like-
you missed the first.
It's like the two opposite things in church. Like they're joining forces.
Yes. That's it. The joining forces. We got some sort of agreement, a dollar amount, an undisclosed dollar amount,
Undisclosed.
and a lay down coming from Sammy Guevara if he can get through Darby Allin, who will look like a crash test dummy in that match. I have no doubt about that.
All I know is that he needs something to go back and fall back on, because when we get into it today, these pillars, man, they wasn't rocking that mic the right way.
Wow.
Pause.
Okay. All right. But I hear what you're saying. They saying they gave him a lot of time tonight.
Oof, too much. 12 minutes too much today. And I literally was counting the minutes. Is how bad it was.
But we'll talk about the pillars. We'll talk about the pillars, but let's reach into the past a little bit. Let's reach into the past, because the WWE will not let go of its past.
No, they won't.
Nah, and they won't let go of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, senor.
No. Stone Cold's got a lot to say about Cody Rhodes' loss at WrestleMania, particularly that there's nothing to say, because he wanted to change the thing.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn.
Not one beer. Not 2 beers. Not 3 beers.
And I mean, what do you think, Vic? Like, did they really, like, they get it right how he said, or
they definitely got it right? He loved it. He says himself, you don't want to take the belt off Roman, and you want to give it to Cody. You can't give it to him right now. Now's not the time. Roman is too hot right now, and the bloodline, and it's not just said by people at the E, it's been said in everywhere else in the industry of professional wrestling, that the bloodline's the hottest thing going right now on television. And I ain't lying. They ain't lying. Mike the Rough with the Raid. He heard us talking about
Mike the Rough and everybody, welcome to Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Heels, Pops, Chair Shots. Yo, good looks. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling with us. And we're just getting into it. Talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Big facts. Big facts. I hope you had a great stream, Mike. I know you were covering AEW Dynamite. You was covering a lot of it, and it was good. Good show. Good show. But there had some misses in there. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Austin right now is the topic of discussion, and Austin wants to say that Cody is gonna be fine. He's gonna be okay. And it was good writing. It was the right way to go with Mr. Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm really not mad at it. I'm actually more intrigued at what I'm watching now with Cody and Brock than I was with Roman, to be honest with you.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Was it because in the back of your head you thought like he just wasn't gonna do it? He wasn't gonna win.
No, he wasn't gonna win. The chase has to come. The Daniel Bryan was the most over person, and they made him chase.
Is it crazy to think that? Because I agree with you, but then like part of me is also like, dude, he tore his whole titty off.
The whole titty.
So he tore the whole thing. The bloodline's running out of...
running out of wood. Nah, man. I mean, I can see why you say that. And a lot of people are saying that. And maybe the bloodline with the Usos is getting a little bit dragged out, I feel. But yeah, the whole Roman story, man, it's not over. It's not over yet. Riddle can Flames. Listen, tomorrow is a very holy day, and I'm sure Mr. Riddle will find something to do and something that will enlighten him going forward with this storyline. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate those pulling up tonight, and I appreciate those sticking around with us tomorrow, because tomorrow is a very special day. The date, that is. Check us out on stream. I'll probably be killing it on social on Smash Bros, and we'll be,
You gonna be smashing on 420?
We might be smashing on 420. I don't know.
All right, yo. So if y'all want to watch Vic smash on 420, you gotta hit us up on Twitch. All right? That's where it's gonna be at. You gotta watch it, bro. Smash Brothers is his jam.
Woo!
Be honest. Little villain in the building. Listen.
Kota Ibushi was in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Not just tonight, but during the Wrestle Week 2023, it was lit. Shout out to everybody who participated, who showed love, and made all of wrestling possible that week in Los Angeles. If you was in Los Angeles 3 weeks ago, you was in the place to be. And Kota Ibushi was doing just that. GCW, He went at it with Mike Bailey. In the
Mike Bailey, I think, was the wrestler that had the most matches.
He did.
WrestleMania weekend.
He did. Yours truly was there, and I saw it firsthand, man. He was doing his thing, and he did his thing with Kota Ibushi. No disrespect to Mike, but Kota just wasn't feeling it. It was his first match back, and he just got back in the ring, and there was no ring ropes. He was fighting him in blood sport, so there was no ring ropes, and it was like a warm up to what he felt was his return match against Joey Janela at Joey Janela Spring Break 2023. Woo, was that a stiffy? I heard some things, Mischief. I heard some stiffy things.
Whoa.
And I seen some, cause listen, it got violent. I'm not gonna lie, it got violent, and there was some spots. Some spots have been taken and some spots have been missed during that match. And rumor has it that Mr. Joey Janela got his receipt backstage from one Kota Ibushi. But allegedly, I don't know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Kota Ibushi. And that came compliments from Joey Janela himself. I would have said the torn pec was enough, but by the way they booked Cody to win the Rumble, that took hard times away from him. I like that.
You know what? I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mike. You see, Cody came back and it was just like, boom, all right, we're back to where he was. Like, oh shit, he just got there. And you're right, hard times, if that's the story, he's got to go through those hard times. It's got to be more than just like a fucking rebound right after a torn titty. Like, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be trials. It's got to be tribulations. Like, honestly, he should have been maybe eliminated in the Rumble, one of the last two.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, right at his fingertips. Missed it. Money in the Bank. He missed it. Right? He just missed the opportunity. Right? And just keep like having that, Elimination Chamber. He just missed it. Whatever. Just keep putting him in those situations and then have him like, bro, struggle.
I think they're going to have fun. I think Cody fans especially, are going to have fun during this chase. They're going to see a lot of different shades of Cody, I think.
So, you had said that the most interesting thing Cody's doing right now is Brock.
Hey.
Yo. So, how does that play out? Because at the end of the day, you really think like Brock's not going to whoop his ever-loving ass?
He definitely is. He definitely is. But I feel Cody has to go over on him somehow. Maybe not a pinfall. Maybe not a submission. But somehow you got to get him over. Count out or some shit.
Yeah.
But I think Cody got to go over on him.
Yo, by the way, yes, I'd love to be able to go to Puerto Rico because it's beautiful. Ooh. And I'd love to be able to go to Puerto Rico for Backlash. And I'd love to just have the opportunity to be on the islands, right? Yo, the first time that WWE's out there in a long time. And you got Bad Bunny, the showman of all showmen there. WrestleMania legend, Bad Bunny. Top performer in the world. Entertainment, Bad Bunny.
Correcto, malo.
But more than all those things combined,
it's a lot of things.
I want to go to Puerto Rico so I can see Brock Lesnar in the streets of San Juan.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The visual of Brock Lesnar like in the shops in like Viejo San Juan. Yo.
Oh man, I never thought of that. Fuck.
I would die, bro. And I'm getting all the wrestlers like Otis would be hilarious. Like they got streets and
that's hilarious.
Funny, bro. But Brock came to mind when I was thinking about Cody's life.
Oh man, you should have been marked. Solo should have eliminated him in the 4th spot. Okay, the final 4. Cody will be a Cena at SummerSlam, 14, 19 Germans, and a squash. Okay. Yeah, I can see Cody taking the role of Cena now, the throwback Cena now. He's gonna be the push going forward. After Brock, maybe, I don't know. That might be something. We gotta see what happens after Brock, because that could go stale too. You never know.
So you say he's gonna be free falling after this? Like he's just gonna start tumbling down the ranks, taking L's. He's gonna start stacking L's. I'm not.
Nah, I feel it's dubs. I think he's in dubs.
Yeah, but what's the hard times then? Just missing?
Yeah, not winning the big ones. The big ones, maybe Brock Lesnar, he probably won't win, but I don't know. We gotta see. Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Time will tell. Moving on though, time did tell a lot.
It's telling Roman not to drop them titles. That's what it's telling. Roman is showing his worth. That's for sure. Well, go ahead.
Jay White was showing his worth 2 weeks ago. Conan didn't think so. Conan says he don't come off as a superstar. Jay White doesn't. Jay White is not coming off as the standout elite wrestler from New Japan in a sea full of good wrestlers. He looks like the good wrestler that's in the company with the other good wrestlers. So how do you stand apart? Oh, you're in Bullet Club? That's your gimmick? Okay, what else?
Yo,
show me something.
We need the clip. We need the clip of Bobby Fish. Where's the lie?
Oh.
Where's like in the whole thing? Like, yo, I'm listening for the part that I'm gonna be like, oh, that's where he fucked up.
That's where he fucked up, and we're still waiting.
And it didn't come. Yo, he came back, or he came to AEW and he signed to AEW. Okay. To do what? Because what is special about him in the part of the card that he's at? He faced Commander. Yo, the match was good. I'm not saying it's not, but in terms of like, ooh, he's a superstar. Conan makes a point that like now AEW is a bit of a candy shop, and they've got so many different talents that like they don't know what to do with them. A valid point, and I guess a reason to have a third show if you're Tony Khan, and we'll get to that. But
I didn't know what candy to pick at that candy store I went to at the mall the other day. That shit was like nerve-wracking.
Those were not candy. But point is that Conan's analysis is not wrong. They do have a lot. I don't know if it's that he doesn't know how to make people look and feel special, but Jay White just, for me, doesn't do it. I don't like I'm also not a fan of Adam Cole.
Oh, I love that you bring that up.
Right? And like I don't know what it is about them, but I think they kind of fit a similar profile, physically, and like their kind of wealth of talent. I'm not saying they're talentless. I'm just saying that to me, I don't find these wrestlers interesting, and Jay White is just another good wrestler.
Yeah. That point with Cole was
the best good wrestler. My bad, Vic.
Yeah,
the best good wrestler is Daniel Bryan. Right?
Yeah,
like your gimmick is being a good wrestler. All right, that's Daniel Bryan. Everybody else, I'm not like, all right, your gimmick is being a good wrestler.
I like that. Ronaldoville. Jay White able to reference Switchblade, Blade. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Now that it's sold, maybe. But to your point, man, I was gonna say Conan is not all the way wrong. He's not wrong. He doesn't look right away like a star. But then again, those that think Adam Cole do, then in comes Jay White. Adam Cole will be one up until Jay White walks into the room and takes off his jacket.
Wow.
And that's when Jay White looks like a star, to me at least.
And so he only looks like a star in comparison to Adam Cole?
No, I'm saying though, if you feel like Adam Cole,
that's what you said.
Yeah, because me personally, I fuck with Adam Cole. So Adam Cole's my guy. He's my guy.
But you're saying that if Jay White's in a room with Adam Cole, like fuck Adam Cole?
Jay White takes it just on look appeal alone. Just by looking at Adam. I mean, maybe not in the ring. They're pretty equal. I think they're pretty good. Both of them are nice.
Nah, I think Jay White's nicer. Yo,
they're the best of friends too. When they go at it, they're gonna have bangers. But Jay White looks way more like the superstar, and that's because he's more cut up. Cole always had that issue where he wasn't cut up.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
And he
they were,
looks
like,
just
body
so
shaming
normal,
him
right? Like he looks like
and
the normal Joe.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's an interesting point, and I think wrestling has kind of trended in that direction lately in the last bunch of years, where wrestlers look more like regular people and not like juiced up cartoons.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to Brian Cage, who just got signed.
For no reason.
No reason.
Just before I forget, Brian. So we have like this group of wrestlers who's damn, I guess we're back to whose gimmick is being a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Right? Like Johnny Wrestling comes to mind.
Okay.
Right? It's like I'm a good wrestler, guys.
Okay. Yeah, then what?
I'm good at this. Yo, me too. Yeah, me too. Yo, me too. Me too. Oh, me too. Me too. Me too. Yo, me too. Yo, hold on. Yo, there's a lot of people. Yo, wait, hold on. And it's like, all right, well, where's the difference? And it goes back to Conan's point. There's 1,000 people on that roster that are just mad good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Going back to Brian Cage real quick. I'm surprised he re-signed. All the crying that was done on social media. And I'm not like, I think he had something to cry about, right? So I'm not, I think that he's talented and I think he deserves more time.
But pick a side.
But he was vocal about it and blah, blah, blah. And it just seemed he was very adamant about leaving and his wife was out there saying shit too. And it was out there.
Yeah. Well, they split, right?
Did they? Oh,
I think they did split. I'm not too sure about that. Allegedly.
I think you just started some shit right now.
This is the start shit episode, ladies and gentlemen. These motherfuckers said they do that. What? Only what? Hold on, wait, what?
Yo, you know what's crazy, right? Like people do this for the phone. It's 2023. What does this mean?
What the hell is this?
What is this?
Fart. What
is phone
this?
Looks like this?
Cowabunga, dude.
It's like this now. It's like, yo, hold on, yo. Hold on. Oh shit, look, I'm just dialing and everybody got the same phone. Anyway, that was a joke for the people watching us, but everybody listening on SoundCloud and Spotify and iTunes and your mom. Oh, it's Apple Music now, right? So everybody listening to the audio version is not gonna get that joke.
Yeah, facts. Renan was saying Cage can double up with ROH and AAA all the time. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
They don't even have to use them on TV. Speaking of not using them on TV, WWE are now using talent that goes on Twitch on TV. See how I brought it together like that in a little bumpy road? But all I'm saying is Zelina Vega came back with a purpose, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, did she really push that through?
I don't know if she pushed it through, but she was the first one to jump on Twitch. Last week, I saw it came out that she went on Twitch. So I was like, what's she doing on? And then, lo and behold, here we are. WWE and Twitch reach an agreement where wrestlers can now be part of Twitch and still make money, as well as make WWE money. Haha, there's the catch. WWE still gets their percentage, but also you gotta kind of be careful who you tweet and who you stream with. They must be approved before streaming with other talent from other promotions, quote unquote.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Right, I don't know. Like that sounds pretty standard practice. Like they're not gonna have like MJF and Xavier Woods play video games,
right? You know what I mean? But Chugs. I
should have said Kenny Omega.
One character on Twitch named Chugs. Shout out to Chugs. He streams with Cesaro and I always forget his name. Who is it, chat? Who is it? From NXT, Tyler Breeze.
Oh.
So Tyler Breeze and him, they consistently stream like that. So who knows? I want to see what happens there.
Yeah, but Tyler Breeze is a free agent. He's not really signed. He's not signed. Oh yeah, so that's why.
So squash that.
That probably don't matter.
Yeah.
But
and I'm sure Zelina will get clearance to stream with Alistair once Alistair wants to come back. He's streaming heavily too on Twitch. So that's a thing. He actually took over Zelina Vega's Twitch when that whole ordeal happened. That they signed the whole thing to ban it and all that crap. But a new day, light at the end of the tunnel, right? Let's see how more streamers to compete with, Mischief, on this platform of ours.
Look, when it comes to wrestlers making money, though, like the fact that they now have this avenue. Remember, Zelina Vega, she was not making her bread through a WWE contract. She was making her bread on Twitch. She was making it. She was hustling it on Twitch. Right?
Shout outs to the subbies.
So the fact of the matter is, when they took that away, that's a major component of her income at that point in time.
Oh yes.
I can imagine her fighting for that. So when you mentioned it, and then you even said Zelina, I was like, yo, that's the first person that came to my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it, more than even Xavier Woods and up, down, down, and all that bullshit. It was Zelina Vega and her cosplay and her playing video. Like that was to me the Twitch WWE experience.
Pretty much. And then she was one of the most active.
Mm-hmm.
The former announcer, I forgot his name too. He was in the Vaughn Villains. Married to Chacarero.
Damn, why can't I remember his name?
Him. He was when he was in the contract. He was also streaming, but then
the one that sang with
Rusev Day. Yeah, you remember Rusev Day? We used to celebrate that.
Matthew Reinwald.
Yes, SMEmo. Yeah, he be on Twitch too. But yeah, Twitch is a wonderful place for you can connect with your favorite wrestlers. Man. Who?
I forgot his character.
Yeah, man. The characters I can't remember.
Matthew Reinwald.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him singing his ass to the top of the card.
We have a rumor killer chat. There's a rumor killer out on a very specific person that maybe people want to see get drafted up into the draft. And that was one Indy Cartwell. Rumor has it she was one of the rumored talent to be drafted up, but she's now the currently NXT Women's Champion, and that changes everything.
Or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
They've had talent on the main roster. She's been around for a long time, right?
Yeah,
that'll help up her stock on Twitch.
I feel she's ready. Like I don't know, wasn't she on Raw a few times too? I'll probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right with Johnny and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think I saw something like that. So she's ready, man. I feel at least she's ready. Why not, right?
Why not?
No superstar is not. Well, every superstar is eligible. So don't sleep on any of the superstars.
TJ in the building from the longest weed nap I've ever heard of. He's finally back, my man TJ.
TJ in the building.
TJ in the building, but that on me.
Those that we spoke to said scheduling the WWE draft around the NFL draft was not a mistake. It's actually on purpose.
That sounds like someone that made a mistake.
I didn't want to get fired.
Who, what mistake? Nah. We planned it like exactly how we planned. That butt fumble was exactly like the Jets planned.
420's coming early for TJ and all of us. I tell you.
That's what she said.
So they are confirming. Somebody in the inside is confirming that any news already reported or suggested is fake news. Don't worry about that. But
JP out here said to hydrate.
Ooh,
what up, JP?
JP with the
what
savages
up, JP?
in the building. I don't have nothing to hydrate with, actually. Shit.
What a pendejo.
Can't pendejos.
That's impossible.
Names like Braun Breaker.
Well, yo, you know what? TJ brings up a good point. He wants to celebrate 420 early, and I think, Vic, you got something to say about that.
Listen, all I'm gonna say about that is I'm gonna tell y'all, cause instead of showing y'all, I'm just gonna tell y'all that Elevate Glass Gallery is the place you want to visit tonight and lock in your deals for 420, cause everybody got the deals, right? Everybody got the equipment for you to enjoy 420 and take liftoff and take flight into your evening. I cannot wait myself. TJ wants to go early. I'm with it. Mister, do you know the code to hook him up with?
8014 and you get
Woo!
all the discounts to all the merch.
And also, don't forget to check out Foco.com. Command Foco in the chat. Click the link, chat. Click the link, save your 10%. I know the NBA playoffs is out. The Liddy season is here. The New York Knicks are already pissing me off. But hey, we got some good series out there. Phoenix is doing good. Shout out to Golden State. They got to turn it around in the next 2 games. But hey, Draymond Green, we see you, my guy.
You gotta get the jersey of the biggest villain in the game, Draymond Green, and you can get that merch on Foco.com.
Yeah.
All the letters, all the companies, all the hottest stuff on Foco.com. And if you type in HPC10, that'll get you. Look, you just can't. Well, I mean, we got you. Hook us up, but then help us also grow our brand, right? Hit that follow, hit that notification button.
Hit them likes.
Right, make sure you hit them likes and support the bad guys.
Listen, man, that Draymond Green spot. Oh my God. I think Vince was like, hey, espérate. Who we got? When we going to Golden State for Mania real quick? Because Draymond Green stepping on my man Sabonis like that.
You think he's going to get drafted?
Drafted to Raw, baby. That's where that landed you. Dennis Rodman did it. Draymond could do it too. Shit.
Yo, so you were talking about NXT, right? And I think so everybody's eligible, right?
I jumped the gun. My
bad.
You
I don't got I want to see Braun Breaker. I think it's time for Braun Breaker. He's done the thing in NXT. He's been the bully back there. And NXT really has a rising crop, so we got to clear out some of those spaces. I think Braun Breaker makes his way up. I think Cameron Grimes started looking like a roster talent recently. He's another person that should probably start making his way. Dragunov, right, might be someone. I fear on a booking standpoint, WWE just doesn't do good with those lightweights, right? Look at Johnny right now. Even if we talk about him, everybody, even Chad Gable is kind of on again, off again, and those are two of the people that still have time on air.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time even remembering people. So that's my point. Is that he'll just be another good wrestler on a good roster.
How would you feel about Austin Theory?
I don't feel about Austin Theory.
Okay. Because he's kind of like a Jay White.
So what are you saying? To go to Raw?
No. I'm saying because as a superstar, because bringing up that back point, because it's hard to sell on those little guys, right? Are you sold on Theory?
He's little, but he's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's cut. He's cut up.
He's muscular enough that he can. You could hang as a heavyweight, right? You could compete as you're a threat, right? I guess that's what it comes down to, right? Looking like a threat. You don't have to look like Triple H, you know what I mean? In fucking...
Right. He looks the part. He looks the part well. So, right. Yeah, it's believable.
Not everybody's got to be this big brolic dude, but, have some sort of, intimidating physique. And if you really think about it, old school wrestlers were big dudes. Even, ex-footballers, 6 feet and up.
Yeah.
Right? So... these guys are a lot smaller. They're a lot less intimidating. And then when you do have a Brock Lesnar, a Bobby Lashley, a monster there, it looks crazy.
Yeah. Big time.
Right? And then again, I go back to my argument. We already got the best good wrestler. Right? Daniel Bryan.
And to be honest, I think that's it. Because they all you're right. It's all just a lower version, a lower version of Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
So whatever. I mean,
if that makes sense.
If that makes sense, yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. But Cameron Grimes, right? Going back to physique, he's on the cusp of that. from the pictures and shit, like it looked like he was getting big. Someone that I want to see get big, but not physically, just in terms of airtime. LA Knight, bro. Can we do something here? Can we do something with LA Knight, wherever he gets drafted, wherever you're going?
Yo,
he screams Friday night to me, but
LA Knight. I like Renanaville's question here. Who's the best move from SmackDown to Raw, right? Vice versa. I'm gonna probably get in trouble for this, but let's just do 10 seconds of it. My man Seth Rollins to SmackDown. Oh man, you could have a story with him and Reigns right away. You could give him LA Knight. You could give him Bray, maybe. I don't know. No, let's keep him away from Bray. But yo, Seth Rollins to SmackDown. The chat
says Mischief loves him big. Yo, it's true.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Big meaty men slapping meat is the jump off. When you watching wrestling, yo, that's where it's at, right? The heavyweights, ain't nobody like, ooh, I can't wait till this lightweight. Ain't no featherweights opening the show, you know. I mean, closing the show, you know. So
raisins
and why
raisins?
Y'all always gotta bring up raisins. Yo,
Raisins is getting drafted to Raw.
I guess that raisin could be Tyler Bates stuck in the bottom of the car. Yeah, well, that sucks. Right?
Oh man.
I'm wondering. So one of the things I'm a little weary about is that I hope that NXT does not move anybody too early, right? So like
Grayson Waller,
right? Like Nikita Lyons.
She's hurt. She's rumored as one that might be drafted as well. Maybe. Who knows?
I think Nikita needs time.
It says
let her run that. Like let her get up there and really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like you put her in the roster, she'll be another one of those like lost in the sauce.
Lost in the salsa. Does Roman Reigns change shows?
No. He's a number one draft pick.
He's the number one draft pick. Whoever gets the first pick, right? I think SmackDown gets it, right?
JP Savage said
he said Nikita gets it.
Slow. Okay, nice things, bro. Here we go.
I was telling Mike the ref earlier, get the cameraman a water during that 6-woman tag match or whatever, or the thing.
Dirty bastard.
You just mad.
Anybody else moving? You think?
Oh man.
Changes shows like big changes.
I couldn't be able to predict it, but I guess I go with what I would like to see, and I would like to see maybe you split up Bailey, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, and you send somebody to SmackDown, keep somebody on Raw. Like, I'm over it. I'm so over it, yo. I know people like it. I guess they you know, it's their thing.
Well, they want to see the formal breakup, right? Like they've got to come to some sort of conclusion. They're just kind of floating around right now. They're just there. JP Savage asked, "What do you do with Bray?" I think you don't. I don't know. Bray is. I'm bordering on. I'm over it, and that sucks because I always found him so interesting, and I was always one of the big supporters of the spooky shit and like all his creative juices. Like I love that in wrestling. I love creative juices, Vic. That's the guy I am.
But you don't eat raisins.
No raisins, but creative juices. Yo, I'll drink them. Yo, it's Bray is one of those dudes that really
could supply you with some creative juice.
Jeez. Right. There's Undertaker, Kane, and Sting. Like those were the dudes that I've really enjoyed growing up, right? Because of the character work and all that. So Bray is that guy I wanted to be that dude. And with this stop and go and change and this and that, like you just had Uncle Howdy, now you not. Now, all right, bro. Yeah.
You lost me.
All right. Is it time to split up the Street Profits?
Yo, Montez time, JP. Montez time.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
You being nice to the other one. Okay, fine. Give him another run.
I think
let him last a little longer.
I think they need to show, if Dawkins is to land on his feet after a split, we need to build him up. That's why he had that spot with Braun, right?
That was nice.
You want to show him as a legitimate threat, right? He's a big dude. Like, he's got height on him. He just can't. He doesn't have that mass that makes him a credible threat. But him doing shit like that will make him somewhat of an interesting character as a solo. And right now he don't got that. Montez Ford is the complete opposite in that respect. He's gotten bigger, but he don't got the body to be that dude.
Yeah. But you can always get bigger. You can always get bigger.
Body shape, no, that's not true, dog. Like, there's a limit to what you can do naturally, and there's a limit to what you can do without, like, beyond natural means. And
I can't even call him a Jay White because he's like Jay White skinnier.
Right, and that's that's the only problem is that, like, yo, I know Shawn Michaels wasn't big or nothing like that, right? Like, but he was one of a few.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he was also charismatic as hell. So he stood out in that respect. But it's hard to for those guys to really be successful in that sense.
Ronaldoville batting 1,000 a night.
If you can trust WWE creative, imagine a future 5 or 10 years from now with Montez Ford versus Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania.
My God.
Right. JP also brings up a good point, right? He's gotten significantly bigger. I don't know if he could do more. And he's
right. That's another. Right? He might not be able to.
I don't know. So, whatever. I just think that if you're gonna have that, then we need more time to make you like Hall of Fame worthy. I don't know. Maybe that's a lot, but legitimate enough to be single, and I don't think either of them have that.
I don't know if there's any space on TV for Montez Ford single yet.
Look, LA Knight is a mic dude. I'm not saying they're the same, right? LA Knight or Montez Ford, but they're mic dudes, right? Like they're dudes that'll work the magic on the mic,
right?
And wrestle good,
right?
And LA Knight has the look, and LA Knight still don't have the time.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So Montez Ford,
he got the mic, he got the moves. I don't know about the look, but it'll be hard to put him in there. He'll probably get lost in the shuffle right now.
Bro, I just don't see that as a viable thing when you could build legends in the tag division.
Yeah.
Right now, what is the tag division?
The Usos been running it down dry, and there's really no other team you're thinking about.
The New Days
other than the Street Profits.
Right, the Street Profits, right? And then what? Like, we talking Otis and Chad, really, right? Which annoys me to no end because Chad was dope by himself, but he was just another one of those I'm a good wrestler guys. And Otis had his own tag partner. that got lost in the sauce, and I don't want that for Dawkins.
Nah, facts.
Right? Because I think Dawkins is way better than Tucker, but I think they'll book Dawkins like shit, and then that's where that will go. Yeah. So for everybody to be successful.
What show, JP? Talk about a show, but I don't.
Both of them to be simultaneously successful, I think that they should be together. Right now, that could change in 5 years. That could change in 2 years. That could change tomorrow. But right now, the fact is that them being legends in the tag division is attainable, is realistic, it plays to them well. It maintains them in a successful level. They'll both be on the card all the goddamn time, right? There is a lack of tag teams. Specializing in this is not a bad thing for right now.
Yeah,
and the longer you do it, the greater the turn.
How's AEW's tag team division?
Who?
AEW's.
Who?
Exactly.
Who the champs? FTR.
FTR just won it off of
who?
The Ass Boys.
Right, the Ass Boys or the Gun Club.
The Gun Club.
Playing, right, yeah. FTR is pretty much all of them. That not to say that there aren't other tag teams. It's just to say. Who, the Young Bucks? I know, but they're trios. Like they're wrapped up in other stuff. Like they're not really in the conversation.
Their whole show, every division, but more specifically the tag division, is just matches. There's no story. At least not that I can think of, other than the Acclaimed and the Guns that just had that little mini thing with Billy Gunn, right?
Yeah.
But that's it. Jericho was just recently saying how storyline is still what draws in the business. It's still what sells tickets. Storyline is what's gonna get them pretty much over the hump, and they're not doing any of it. It's weird. I see them trying though. I see them trying more story. Just
they think that the Acclaim doing a rap is the story. Like, oh no, the story is that he's gonna diss somebody. Who? The people he's wrestling? Maybe.
That's the gimmick that they'll probably draw at this point, but
it's a gimmick. It's not a story, right? Like it's a completely different thing what we're talking about right now. But anyway, you're right. The tag division does leave a lot to be desired, right? And there is a desire out here. There's apparently a desire for some CM Punk come back.
Oh,
right? CM Punk wants to come back, and he wants to come back on his own terms.
Apparently, there's a plan in place.
All right.
For the Punk and the Wizard.
I kind of find this insane, but allegedly, right? There appears to be plans. If you listen to Uncle Dave,
Uncle Meltzer,
AEW is going to start another show, AEW Collision, a Saturday show.
That's the one that the arrow's pointing to right above us.
And that's the one where CM Punk is going to be at.
Ah.
But if you're not CM Punk, you will probably be at AEW Dynamite, unless you are on the bottom tier of characters, in which you will be at AEW Dark or Elevation or somewhere.
Yo, there's talent don't want to be in the same building as them.
I find that incredibly insane. Like, yo, think about that real quick. Like, my man Tony said, all right, well, fuck it, I'll make another show. What? What you mean? Yeah, CM Punk can't work with Kenny Omega, so let's just make another show.
It's gonna be their version of the brand split, right? A brand split that will divide and, I guess, maybe give more TV time to some of the good wrestlers that they have.
Yo,
at this candy store.
This sounds fucking ridiculous, bro. We're giving CM Punk his own goddamn show because him and other people can't get along. Yo, Vince would have been like, get the ever living fuck out of my face.
Fuck out of here.
I'm not dealing like that. It blows my mind. I kind of think that it's bullshit. Like, is that conceivable that Tony Khan is really like, yo, you can't work together, so I'm gonna just jam y'all. Like, all right, bam, Saturday, Monday, y'all mad far apart.
Privilege, oh man, I don't know, but yo, it is crazy. It is crazy, but I think if you're gonna give CM Punk a show and you're gonna separate it and you're gonna make it for him, yo, the promo work on Dynamite needs to be gold, cause they need to be shitting on this whole thing. Like, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass so bad, I'm gonna send you to whatever night that Collision is. Go fight Punk somewhere. Y'all beneath me. I'd make that show the Beneath Me show.
Yeah. And
then Dynamite is the Raw. So then anybody on Dynamite can just, I guess, lay their flag down and start, cutting promos on this. And I see it already. Acclaim, guys like Acclaim. Kenny Omega and them better fucking get creative and shit. I want to see some good shit. I want to see some entertaining material. None of that 12-minute opener on Dynamite stuff with these pillars, man.
Just like every tag team, should have at some point in their career the heartbreaking heel turn and subsequent breakup story, right? Every great story needs to come to an end at some point. When will that, when you see that story happen, this is what's gonna happen with this brand split, is that tag team breakup story, right? As these brands split up, right now we got these two brands, and now at some point they will clash together in another war game style pay-per-view match.
Okay, yep, I like that already.
Because just like Raw and SmackDown, they're two different entities until Survivor Series.
Right. Survivor Series is the home for that shit.
But then what annoys me is that now you're WWE. Like you're WWE Junior. Like that's it. Like you just know that you're doing. As soon as I heard different rosters, like a split, there's a split.
Yeah. But to be honest, I feel AEW needs it more than WWE needs that draft. Because WWE could probably figure it out more if they didn't have a brand split. AEW has that candy shop mentality, but like you said, everybody's the same. They're struggling to find time for everybody. They definitely need it more than WWE, I think.
The collision, I mean,
not just collision, I just mean a split.
The split.
The
brand split. Well, I mean, the brand split is collision, but I just think the premise of it is ridiculous. Like the fact that we're doing it based off the fact. So what's going to come down to is the Civil War storyline.
Okay.
Right? The Marvel Civil War, right? We're going to have Tony Stark, a.k.a. One of these fuckos, and then Captain America, the other one. And that's Kenny Omega and CM Punk, and we're going to see how that goes, right?
Yeah.
And everybody, they're all going to have their allegiances, right? We know FTR is with CM Punk, right? They're going to represent their brand.
Yeah.
They're going to have their own buddies in the back. I think Jade Cargill said something nice about CM Punk one time, so she'll probably be on the
show. But ultimately, you're setting up already.
Hey, you like CM Punk? Yo, nah.
No.
Yo, you... they're just going around the building like, yo, fuck this CM Punk.
You're already setting up a main event between Punk and whoever the best is going to be at the other show. That's over, and then it's gonna happen at what, All In, or where they're WrestleMania, I guess, or whatever the fuck, War Games you said, I guess.
So Collision is SmackDown,
yeah, or Thunder.
Right, it's SmackDown. It's like The Rock's SmackDown. It's CM Punk's Collision.
Yo, that's I appreciate that follow, yo. Everybody come tuning in. The Legends pulling up. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know about. Yeah, just give him a split, but that Collision show and Punk being the basis of it. Maybe it sells tickets. Maybe it just.
Yo, so Eric Bischoff said that Tony Khan should book Goldberg against CM Punk.
Only if Brett refs would I watch that. And it's gonna be hard to get that man.
Get to me, Goldberg. I'm over here.
I thought the same thing, JP, about Old School too. When they mentioned Arn Anderson, can he come out with Wardlow and shit? Which I think is a great pairing, by the way. Wardlow and Arn Anderson. I hope they do that going forward.
Yo, I think this is so stupid, even as I say it. But yo, him getting the haircut.
Oh wow, yeah, he looks a lot different, man.
He was just so plain to me.
He looks a lot different.
Like I know he's a monster, but like I don't know, that baby face monster just didn't look the same. I was just like, oh, all right, Ken. So, so him now with Arn Anderson is interesting again, and I think that's a great way to use someone like Arn Anderson. I'm glad he's back in the fold.
Yeah,
I think that's where a lot of. I always love the use of managers and valets and shit like that. I think that's part of the pageantry of wrestling. Like half of the illusion in magic has nothing to do with what you're looking at. right? And everything to do with the misdirection and with the pageantry and like with the ambiance and everything
suspense
else.
of disbelief.
The suspense of disbelief, right? You gotta allow yourself for that to happen. You gotta be open to it. But then there's an effort to envelope you in this atmosphere, right? Arn Anderson gives that credibility to Wardlow in that sense.
Yeah, I see that. And he gets the Glock.
He gets the Glock.
You need to get the Glock sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get the Glock. That's it. Shitty bang bang.
So anyway, I don't want Goldberg to face me.
No, please no.
I don't want to see Goldberg. Yo, it's like green eggs and ham, but I ripped out the last like 3 pages, and it's just like I don't want him on a boat. I don't want him in a boat. I don't want him in a tote. Don't want that. Nope. No, nowhere. Just stop.
Oh man.
You know Goldberg was pissed, right? Because he was like, Vince McMahon promised me a retirement match. I never got my retirement match. I laid down for Roman Reigns, which I think is crazy.
That was the retirement match, buddy.
Yeah, and he's pissed because he's like, we had a handshake agreement, and nobody's gonna make me bleed my own blood. I decide when I go out. Me, I decide, damn it. So I'm gonna decide to have one more match.
No, please no.
It won't be with WWE.
It won't. No, it won't. New Japan, maybe.
Yo, they'll turn that motherfucker to sauce.
It's over for him.
How sad it was when Bob Sapp did an actual sport.
Oh no!
Like that. He hit his ass up. Yup.
I think I would pop if that happened. That'd be a pop of the week for me if Goldberg wrestled in New Japan. If he just showed up,
yeah,
against I don't know, maybe
nothing.
Yeah,
against nothing.
Against nothing. Give him nobody. Fuck it.
Give him Gunther and let Gunther chop him for fucking 5 minutes.
No. Oh, I want to see Gunther and Brock. That's definitely a dream match. Maybe SummerSlam. We'll see it. Hopefully. Real pops of the week. If we're gonna go into the HPC of the week, listen. DMD got the biggest pop of the week for me.
Okay.
Over at Britsburg. Parents were there and everything. Nice ovation from the crowd.
Word. Everybody, I mean, shit, she's home. Everybody popped big for her. She is an otherworldly talent. And honestly, tonight, MJF mentioned her. But B, that spot she had with Adam Cole and the girls and everything, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. It was a nice way to intertwine storylines. But
whose butt?
That's a weird way to start this conversation. Hey. Yo, so Paige, right?
I knew it was hers.
I don't know if she forgot. Did she forget like what practice and what?
Did she forget how to hit somebody with the belt? Because that was my chair shot. Her belt shot was my chair shot of the week.
Soraya, Bernard Laville, Soraya. You're right, but you knew who I was talking about, right? Because you need to turn that page.
Oh my God.
Sir, I'll show you how to hit somebody. Yo, it was like I don't want to say it was lazy, but it was just so lame. I want to see someone get whooped, and then there was so many pauses. I'm not saying being smacked with a kendo stick is easy. I'm just saying that if the spot is to put a whooping on somebody, yo, you got to make it look like you put a whooping on somebody.
Yeah, it was kind of. I mean, granted, she's back. She did play it safe in the match. Her back injury and all that. So you wanted to be a little careful. Not a lot of careful. Saraya. Lethargic.
Nah, JP said the word is lethargic. Nah, it was like on a 5-second delay. It was like she was on 56K. It wasn't like tired. It was like annoyed to be there. Like, I don't know. Like,
not this shit again.
Like you're playing with your little sister and shit. You're like, yo.
Timid. She was timid. It was a dial-up connection.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
So,
man.
which is kind of apathetic, maybe even. Thanks to the chat for throwing all of the dictionary out. I appreciate y'all.
Webster does appreciate it.
Yo, Webster and Merriam followers, yo. We out here. But anyway,
you know who wasn't out here?
Shot for me, right? And I know we just finished talking about it, but I want to mention it because Renan Laville threw it out there, right? Renan Laville said, "I don't want AEW to do anything split-wise that would make me say WWE did it." My chair shot is the brand split.
The AEW brand split?
The AEW brand split.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because that shit just screams WWE to me. And AEW is... Get Your Podcast is out here.
What up, homies?
AEW is such a I am anything but WWE.
But then they go and do this.
But then they go and do everything in WWE.
But you see, also, they're not even just saying that either. They're not saying that we're doing it for the better of the business or the brand and everything. They're doing it because we just can't afford to lose CM Punk. And we're going to give him a show because the others failed to work with him. That's what it seems like they're saying they're doing it for, which is even worse.
And that's what I'm saying. This shit is even worse. Yo, Get Your Podcast called us Bud Invaders?
Space Invaders! Pew, 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 pew.
Space between your cheeks. So, it just screams like anything you can do, I can do. And like for a company that just postured itself as anything, as anti-WWE, as like just the alternative, we're the rebel brand. Like, we are not anything they do, but now we have divas, and now we have brand splits, and now we got egos, and now we got, like, all right, well then, what's going on?
They don't have any pants on.
So? You don't need to see my pants, or lack thereof.
Oh,
I don't think that's any of your business, quite frankly.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Anyways, is right.
That's what happened.
I see you in a sandwich, man.
I see you in a sandwich. You had mentioned, right, about the pillar sucking mic. Would you care to elaborate?
Jesus, it was a
just
mess.
Let that moment hang.
It was a mess. Let it hang because, 12 minutes of just, first it was Darby talking to Sammy about how he I don't know, does he respect him? Does he not respect him? He doesn't want him to, he uses Jericho as a crutch, but then he's gonna win. It was just they were just talking. They weren't even cutting promos. They were just talking about each other. It seems like Jungle Boy did cut a little deep with his end to Darby, but like I don't think the crowd was even into it. It was just like, I don't know, man. It was very vanilla, very dry, very like.
In the beginning of time, when man was created, 4 pillars were built by the gods.
That's an amazing setup.
Their power was divided amongst the 4 of them.
Yo, I would have enjoyed that instead of listening to the 3 of them.
And they separated these different wrestling-related abilities, split these attribute points amongst the 4 of them, and MJF got all the talking.
Yo, you would have said that, and then MJF came out and announced the tournament. Take us home. That's it. That's all we needed. Because let me tell you, the pop that MJF got, that heel champion that everybody fucking hates, got an ovation when he came and interrupted that motherfucking promo. And he's the bad guy. It wasn't even Long Island, chat.
JP said Jungle Boy about to head into Collision. We're like, yo, go to the Saturday show, man. Get the fuck out of here. Go practice.
Oh, man.
And then Darby's always kind of come on flat. But he's a hell of a wrestler, and Jungle Boy's a hell of a wrestler. It's just that the mic skills, they all went to MJF, and like they tossed Sammy a bone, but still, like it's cringy. I think he
sometimes when Sammy went and got loud because he was just talking at a normal thing to Darby and saying blah blah blah, I respect you, blah blah blah, this and this and that and that. But I'm gonna be AEW champion. When he did that, that was so cringe. I was just like, no.
You know, like, you know what it gave me, right? Boner. Nah, what it gave me was that he was doing the right ingredients. Like, he was remembering the ingredients. Make sure to increase the intensity. Bam, bam. But it was just like, boom.
He inserted it. He just inserted it to stop.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he was just like, boom, I'm gonna start it right now. Boom.
Yeah, that's MJF, save me, come on, that's the cue.
It was just like, there's no nuance to that delivery, right? Something that I think that's MJF thrives on. Like, he's great at that, like changing his tone and his like what, like he's able to be all sorts of people. That's why he gets cheered and booed at the same time.
Max Caster really appreciates that about him. He loves that about him. Each and every week. Each and every week, where you can
follow Max Caster.
But you
also got to follow Heels Pops Chair Shot.
That's right. Definitely follow those guys. Like and subscribe. Mission, why don't you tell them what to do on the way out? We appreciate y'all legends pulling up.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, MySpace, Instagram, your mother's bakery. Yo, for real, your mom bakes biscuits? Yo, we be in there. Get your mom's biscuits. We out here just